Hello everyone on YouTube, this is Kira1Death, and today I'm going to be talking about a subject that a lot of people just haven't had the balls to talk about. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm the only one who I know of that truly sees this for what it truly is. And what I'm going to be talking about today is Dragon Ball Z Kai. Alright, first thing I want to say is, why the fuck are you guys so obsessed with it? I mean, seriously, you act as if it's completely new and you've never seen it before. Wake up, retards, it's the same thing over and over again. I mean, the only thing that makes it likable is that the fact that they slightly reanimated it and they took away all the filler. Now that makes it kind of likable, but it doesn't mean that it's completely new. I mean, you guys are saying, "Oh, it's so much better than the original DBZ." What makes it so much better than the original DBZ? Yeah, you guys, you realize that they edited out the main violent scenes, you know? They edited out, Goku getting a hole blasted through him, and they just made it a burn mark. And instead of people getting holes punched through them, they just get a dent in their back. Yeah, it's pretty pussy if you ask me, but you know, y'all have your own opinions on violence, I guess. But and that's another thing. I'm gonna use Naruto Shippuden as an example because that was something that got a lot of bitching towards editing. Like, I know that wasn't edited to begin with, but still, the fact that it was edited, you guys just kept bitching and bitching and bitching. You know, you bitched because it was being edited. And Dragon Ball Z Kai, an anime that is already edited to begin with, it's, you know, it's pretty much, directed towards little kids. That's why it's edited. It's mainly for little kids who are getting into anime from 7 to 12. You know, little kids. Well, I know they're not little, but still, like, little enough. And yet, I'm seeing these guys in their 20s obsessing over it, like, oh, it's so much better. They're like, it's better than the original DBZ. I just love the animation. It's beautiful. It's so much better. It's nothing short of awesome. Fuck that. It's the same thing. What? Once you get, why won't you get that through your head? It's the same thing. I mean, if you want, in my opinion, the original DBZ, it's more meant for the older audience because it doesn't censor out stuff. Dragon Ball Z Kai, it's like, it's more directed towards little kids. I mean, if you really look at it for what it is, it's directed for little kids. I mean, if you see the lyrics to their little songs that they have, like their theme songs, if you look at the lyrics to them, you realize just how corny they are. Now, I did like the Super Dragon Soul for Super Saiyan theme and Saiyan Blood. You know, those themes were pretty cool. But like Dragon Soul, that new opening they have for the Cell Saga. I mean, do you really think you would see that in the original DBZ? That little fruitiness? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to see that. When I first saw this, I thought to myself, what the fuck is this? It's not DBZ. But, then again, who am I to judge? I mean, it's directed towards little kids, and little kids, they love the little fruitiness, so, whatever, but. And another thing I want to talk about is the animation. In the opening scene and the credit scenes, you see this great animation put into it. You even saw the great animation put into the 2008 special. And you're even seeing it put into the OVAs, Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans in Raging Blast 2. you're seeing that animation that they said that they would put in Dragon Ball Z Kai, but when really they were just too lazy to put it there. Yes, Toei Animation was lazy. Don't say, oh well, they just wanted to give it the old look that DBZ had. No, fuck that. They did not. They they were just being another greedy company being lazy with the animation. They don't care what the animation looks like. And since they're putting that animation into plan to eradicate the Saints, it's clearly obvious that they thought, oh well, it's only gonna be 30 minutes, so might as well put the some actual effort into this. I mean, God, I'm I'm just gonna show you a quick comparison between the original DBZ animation and the crappy piece of shit Kai animation that's cheap ass. Okay, now look at this. Take a good nice look at this. It actually looks like an anime, like a show, alright? Just take a good look at it. You know, it's old, so, you know, of course it's not gonna be that good, but still, it's good enough. I mean, you know, compared to the Dragon Ball Z Kai animation, this animation actually has effort put into it. Cause in the Dragon Ball Z Kai animation, God, you just can tell how cheap they're being, how stingy they're being. There ain't no anime industry crumbling for Toei Animation. You know they're not crumbling because here in America, Dragon Ball Z is it's pretty much a big money maker. I mean, America is nothing more than a big money maker for them. I mean, they're getting all the money for the anime industry. I don't see why they would be crumbling on animation money. So that just lets you know how cheap they're being. So yeah, I mean, you saw how much effort they put into eradicate the Saiyans. They didn't save up money for that. I mean, really, it's 30 minutes long. But anyways, let's move on to the Dragon Ball Z Kai animation for the rest of the comparison. Okay, take a good look at this. It looks like it was made it, it looks like it was made in Photoshop. Alright, this looks like it was made by Miss DBZ Babe. If you don't know who that is, just go check the link in the description, you know. Yeah, it looks like it was made by her because she uses Photoshop for her little videos. And if her animation looks really similar to the animation that Dragon Ball Z Kai is using, then then that just shows you how cheap they're being. I mean, it's so clearly obvious. The facts point to it, how cheap they're being. Look at it. It looks like it was made in Photoshop. Compared to what they're doing with Eradicate the Saiyans, are you people really going to be even more stupid and tell me that I'm wrong? That they're not being cheap? They're just crumbling? Whatever. Well, then you people are obviously more stupid than I thought if you're just going to blow me off and continue to buy the same series that you already have. Because it's so clearly obvious. I mean, I'm just going to show you a quick picture of what Miss DBZ Babes, what her animation looks like, and you're going to see just how similar it is compared to this. Okay, now I know that this animation that she put into this video in particular isn't very good, and I don't think it's like a really good example to set, but still, you see how similar it is, and for those of you who watch her videos, you know that she's done videos with a lot more better animation put into it than what you're seeing right now. I mean, it's enough to match up to Dragon Ball Z Kai, and that's actually saying something. I mean, you're going up against some random chick on the internet against some cheap ass company who is just gonna be stingy and not animate well because they're lazy ass. So, um, so yeah, I mean, if you're just gonna disagree with me and say that they're not being cheap with the animation, then you know I really feel sorry for you, you know, and then you're gonna piss off Raging Blast 2 and say it's the same thing, when Raging Blast 2 has more difference from the other games, like, well, not as much, but still has more difference than Dragon Ball Z Kai has. The only thing they did was put even crappier animation and took out all the filler. Yeah, that just makes it all the more better, right? Yeah, whatever. I'm I think Dragon Ball Z Kai is okay. You know, if you're 7 years old or you know, a couple years older, then yeah, I would definitely recommend this show for you. If you're 7 years old or older. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's another thing I'm gonna talk about. You know, how people piss off Raging Blast 2, but they're still gonna continue to buy the DVDs for Dragon Ball Z Kai, which you can already see why. It's the same thing. But yeah, now I'm not gonna move off the rant on Dragon Ball Z Kai. I'm just going to level it with Raging Blast 2. Okay? So, people, they say they're not gonna buy Raging Blast 2 because it's the same thing. But they're putting the OVA, Plan to Eradicate Sans, which hasn't been seen in America, and it's gonna have actual effort put into the animation, unlike Dragon Ball Z Kai. And there's still some more information to be put out there. And yet you guys still so quick to judge, saying it's still the same thing. Well, they're changing up more than what Kai did. I mean, Kai, you take away the filler, put Photoshop animation in it, and what? You got a hit series. Woo, yeah, you completely lie to people about the animation and all your advertisements, making them think that you're gonna put that animation in the show. But no, you're being cheap asses, and that's really pissing me off because people, they're too fucking stupid. They're gonna buy Dragon Ball Z Kai and say it's not the same thing, and they're gonna go freaking piss off Raging Blast 2. Now, there's reasons to hate Raging Blast 2 and reasons to like it, but I'm not gonna get into that. That's a whole other video on its own. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z Kai, there's more reasons to hate it for what it is than to like it, you know? Because people just like it because it brings Dragon Ball back. It's, to me, it brought Dragon Ball back and killed it. A lot of my friends I know, they love Dragon Ball, alright? They love Dragon Ball Z. They love the whole franchise. They would buy the manga, buy the video games, buy the DVDs. They loved it. But ever since Dragon Ball Z Kai came out, they just started hating it because, you want to know why? They said these exact words, and I keep repeating. It's the exact same thing, so I fucking hate it. Because they dumbed it down for little kids. They just took away the filler. So yeah, apparently that's gonna lure in people to want to buy the DVDs and such. But no, I'm proud of myself and my friends, you know? Don't watch it, because it's the same shit over and over again. And plus, it's not meant for our age group, it's meant for little 7-year-olds. But I'm pretty sure the 20-year-olds out there obsessing over it and buying the DVDs are definitely going to disagree with me. But, if you have good reasons for liking Dragon Ball Z Kai, like, I don't know, like, if it's not a stupid reason, like, they put better animation into it, and they took away all the filler, and that makes it completely new. It's not the same at all. If you're saying it's not the same thing at all in any way whatsoever, then yeah, you get a slap in the face from me to you, cause you know that's a stupid reason to like it. Unless you have a good reason, which I can't really think of any logical reason why someone would like it. But yeah, you know, if you like Dragon Ball Z Kai for a good reason, then that's your opinion. My opinion is it sucks. And I'm reaching the 15-minute time limit here, so that's all I have to say. So this is Cure One Death signing out. Peace.